A Psychology Mental Health Job Guide 4. Chapter 1. A Psychology Job Guide at careerprofiles.info/psychology-careers.html. A Psychology Job Article. Everybody is a loner. Nobody knows what is going on in the mind of anyone else, so there are no sciences of psychology and psychiatry, but the public propaganda machine has convinced many people who don't think for themselves that there is. You can study all the psychology courses which are meaningless dribble, get the degrees, then pass yourself off as some kind of expert, but it's all a fraud. Your only saving grace would be to try to help people one-on-one without all this bullshit called psychology, but then you don't make money in private practice because you make money by having patients, so you need as many patients as possible to get them hooked on mental health drugs, then make money prescribing them. If you get a government job, it's an easy life pretending you have some kind of advanced insights to all the stupid plebeies believing the bullshit. Types of psychology jobs: Air Force psychologist, Army psychologist, child psychologist, clinical psychologist, cognitive psychologist, consumer psychologist, counseling psychologist, developmental psychologist, educational psychologist, forensic psychologist, health psychologist, industrial organizational psychologist, media psychology, military psychologist, Navy psychologist, neuropsychologist, social psychologist, sports psychologist, counselor. Career specializations: Army mental health specialist, career counseling, child counseling, child abuse counselor, community counseling, domestic violence counseling, gerontological counseling, licensed professional counseling, marriage, family, and child counseling, military chaplain, military counselor, multicultural counseling, rehabilitation counseling, substance abuse counseling, veterans counselor, victims advocate, social work. Social work. Career specializations: Army mental health specialist, child welfare social work, clinical social work, disability policy worker, disability case manager, geriatric social work, medical social work, mental health social work, public health social work, substance abuse social work. Therapist. Career specializations: art therapist, exercise therapist, existential therapist, marriage and family therapist, music therapist, primary therapist, working with eating disorders. The largest employment sector is clinical, counseling and school psychologists, where a psychology degree holder gets a job. Elementary and secondary schools, general medical and surgical hospitals, individual and family counseling, other health practitioner offices, outpatient care facilities, companies and enterprises management, home health care services, local government excluding schools and hospitals, specialty hospitals and clinics, hospitals, service agencies, substance abuse treatment clinics, mental health centers, consulting firms, private companies. The psychology therapy licenses: state licenses for psychologists, professional counselor licensure, LPC, marriage and family therapists, MFT, licensure, social worker licensure. Psychology job websites: careerbuilder.com, National Psychology Job Search, psychologyjobs.com, National Psychology Job Search, careerprofiles.info/psychologist-salary-information.html, psychologist's salary and wage information page. psyccareers.com, APAPSYC careers. psychologicalscience.org/index.php/employment, APS employment network. chroniclevitae.com/job_search/new, Chronicle Vitae, academic job search. HiredJobs.com, Higher Ed Jobs, Higher Education Job Search. UniversityAffairs.ca/search-job, University Affairs, Canadian Job Search. AcademicCareers.com. NIMH.nih.gov/about/careers/index.shtml, NIMH, National Institute of Mental Health Careers. careerbuilder.com/jobs/keyword/psychology, careerbuilder.com, National Psychology Job Search. psychologyjobs.com/child-psychology-jobs, psychologyjobs.com. psychexchange.com.au/jobsearch.aspx, psychexchange, Australian Psychology Society Job Search. cpa.ca/careers, career ads, Canadian Psychological Association Job Search. psychology.org.nz/study-careers/psychologist-vacancies, psychologist vacancies, New Zealand Psychology Society job vacancies. socialpsychology.org/forum/job forum, SPN job forum, social and personality psychology job listings. siop.org/jobnet/default.aspx, siop jobnet, industrial organizational psychology job listings. usajob.gov, USA job, psychology jobs in government. campusexplorer.com. Psychology career articles at career profiles. careerprofiles.info/fastest-growing-psychology-careers.html, the fastest growing careers in psychology. careerprofiles.info/psychology-bachelor's-degree-career-options.html, career options with a bachelor's degree in psychology. careerprofiles.info/psychiatry-psychology.html, psychiatry vs. psychology. careerprofiles.info/psychology-graduate-job-outlook.html, good news for psychology graduates. careerprofiles.info/psychology-careers-faq.html, psychology careers FAQ. careerprofiles.info/highest-paying-psychology-careers.html, highest-paying psychology careers. careerprofiles.info/psychology-careers-with-children.html, psychology careers that involve working with children. careerprofiles.info/psychologist-interview-questions-and-answers.html, psychologist job interview. careerprofiles.info/training-for-psychologists.html, training for psychologists. careerprofiles.info/psychology-accreditation.html, accreditation in psychology. careerprofiles.info/psychologist-licensure.html, psychologist licensure requirements. careerprofiles.info/counselor-licensure.html, licensed professional counselor, LPC, licensure. careerprofiles.info/social-worker-licensure.html, social worker licensure and certification. careerprofiles.info/family-therapist-licensure.html, marriage and family therapists, MFT, licensure. careerprofiles.info/psychologist-salary-information.html, salary information. Advantages Disadvantages Psychology-career.html, the advantages and disadvantages of being a psychologist. Chapter 2. Psychology Job Guide, mostly from the defunct sc.edu/career website. Psychology job websites. The Association for Behavior Analysis. abainternational.org. Click on Jobs for positions and graduate programs. Once you've established a user account, you may search position listings, internships, and graduate programs in behavior analysis for free. Areas are related to autism, brain injury, clinical, development disabilities, education, organizational behavior management, and research. Cambridge Centre for Behavioral Studies, CCBS. Behavior.org. Under Publications, Conferences, and Other Features, click on the electronic job fair and then search all the CCBS classified listings to browse openings and post your resume. Also explore the various links under About Behavior Analysis. All Kinds of Minds. allkindsofminds.org/jobopportunities.aspx. Jobs related to student learning, particularly learning differences. allpsychologycareers.com. This informative website is a place to research and explore a comprehensive list of psychology fields and career options. Pursuing Psychology Career page. uni.edu/walsh/linda1.html. This page, by the University of Northern Iowa, provides links to numerous articles or pages with information about careers options for psychology students. Encyclopedia of Psychology. psychology.org/links. Excellent page. Be sure to click on both career and organizations. Psychology Careers for the 21st Century. apa.org/students/brochure/index.html. APA, American Psychological Association. apa.org. On the top menu bar, click on Careers. After creating a user account for free, you can access hundreds of job listings, post your resume online or access salary data. Also visit the Careers section to get a glimpse into some of the unusual careers one can pursue outside of the university setting with a PhD in psychology. American Psychological Society. psychologicalscience.org. Terrific list of links to related associations, government agencies, and additional related sites. You may join their student caucus of student members from all around the nation for networking purposes. Links for both of these on the right side of page, or search the employment ads by keyword, link on side of page. Most positions are faculty or research based in the academic setting, but there are also a few positions for psychologists or for researchers in the nonprofit sector. PsychWeb. PsyWWW.com. A clearinghouse site for psychology career information. Includes a link to careers in psychology. Psychwatch.com/job_page.htm. Job listings in psychiatry, psychology, and related fields. Positions are listed by state and there is an international jobs section as well. You may also post in the Positions Sought section. Psychology Online Resource Central. PsychCentral.com. Provides information on graduate schools, conventions, discussion and news groups, licensure, links to associations, specialty areas within psychology, and more. Association of State and Provincial Psychology Boards. ASBPB.org. Licensure requirements and examination information for practicing psychology in the U.S. or Canada. South Carolina Psychology Association. scpsychology.org. Members only can search the job postings or the membership directory to network with local area professionals working in various areas of psychology. Student memberships are $42. PsyChi, the National Honor Society in Psychology. psichi.org/psichi is the National Honor Society for Psychology students. Links section which includes psychology organizations and graduate school information. University of South Carolina, Department of Psychology. cas.sc.edu/psyc. Find a psychology degree program. Online education all about psychology. Online chools.org/resources/all-about-psychology. All Psychology Schools. allpsychologyschools.com. Devereux's Institute of Clinical Training and Research. devereuxictr.org. Consider this unique alternative to graduate school. The Professional Psychology Traineeship Program is designed for recent college graduates who intend to pursue advanced studies in psychology or a related mental health field but who seek a year of field training and supervised experience before beginning. This is a competitive one-year position for which you must apply by the application deadline. sc.edu/about/offices_and_divisions/career_center/index.php. Consumer Psychology Career? Give people what they need and want without being an asshole about it. Society for Consumer Psychology. fisher.osu.edu/marketing/scp. Under Education and Training you'll find a Careers in Consumer Psychology brochure, as well as a list of graduate programs in consumer psychology. You can also locate information about related conferences. Careers in Consumer Psychology. wqpa.edu/underscore academics/sch/career_path/consumer/career05. Contains career information for those interested in the field of consumer psychology. It has useful information on the history of consumer psychology, work environment, necessary education, and job outlook. The site is maintained by Westchester University. Counseling, Jobs and Marriage and Family. American Counseling Association. Counseling.org. Under Students you may access a list of accredited master's and doctoral programs or to subscribe to a listserv of graduate students in counseling programs. There is also an article on choosing a graduate program and information on getting involved in professional organizations. Under Career Center you may search job postings, mostly academic, or post a resume online. American Association for Marriage and Family Therapy. AAMFT.org. Job listings and resume posting services are limited to members only. Student memberships are $45 annually. However, under Career and Practice Information you will find information on marriage and family therapy as a career, as well as advice on pursuing graduate programs, a state licensure board directory and salary data. CounselingNetwork.com. Creative therapies, music, drama, art, dance. National Coalition of Creative Art Therapies Associations, NCATA. NCCATA.org. Career and conference information on art therapy, as well as dance/movement therapy, drama therapy, music therapy, psychodrama, and poetry therapy. American Music Therapy Association. musictherapy.org. Great site with lots of good information about careers in music therapy and a list of schools with music therapy programs. Job postings are only available to members. A student membership is $75. National Association of Drama Therapy. NADT.org. American Art Therapy Association. arttherapy.org. This professional organization is dedicated to the belief that the creative process involved in the making of art is healing and life-enhancing. Good education and career information. Job postings are only available to members. A student membership is $65. American Dance Therapy Association. ADTA.org. The American Dance Therapy Association. Eating disorder jobs. edreferral.com. Click on Finding a Therapist to access a page that addresses the different kinds of therapists. National Eating Disorder Association. nationaleatingdisorders.org/p.asp webpage _ID=337. Click on Employment Opportunities. For job listings. Be sure to see the internship and volunteering sections too. Eating Disorder Resources. American Dietetic Association. 216 West Jackson Boulevard. Number 800. Chicago, Illinois 60606. 800-745-0775, Publications. 800-366-1655, Nutrition. 800-877-1600. 312-899-0040. 900 Call and RD, ask questions, $1 a minute. eatrite.org. Referral to a nutritionist. American Anorexia/Bulimia Association. 418 East 17th St. NYC 10021. 800-924-2643. 212-891-8686. 212-501-8351. 212-575-6200. Fax, 212-891-8613. abainc.org. American Obesity Organization. 1250 24th St. Northwest. Number 300. Washington, D.C. 20037. 800-98 Obese. Obesity.org. American Society of Bariatric Physicians. 5600 South Quebec St. Number 109. Englewood, Colorado 80111. 303-779-4833. ASBP.org. Weight Disorder Specialists. Anorexics and Bulimics Anonymous. 4500 EPCH. Number 330. Long Beach, California 90804. Anorexia nervosa and related eating disorders. Box 5102. Eugene, Oregon 97405. 541-344-1144. Association for Health Enrichment of Large People. Podrawer C. Radford, Virginia 24143. 800-368-3468. 800-572-3120, VA. Bulimia Anorexia Self-Help. 6125 Clayton Avenue. Number 215. St. Louis, Missouri 63139. 314-768-3292. 800-768-3838. 800-227-4785. 800-227-4785. 800-STL. Help and advice to those afflicted with eating disorders and their loved ones. Center for Child and Adolescent Obesity. U. of CA, SF. MU3E, Box 0900. SF, California 94143. 415-476-2502. Council on Size and Weight Discrimination. POB 305. MT Marion, New York 12456. CSWD.org. Diet/Weight Liberation Project. Annabelle Taylor Hall. Cornell University. Ithaca, New York 14853. 607-255-4214. Newsletter, publications. Eating Disorders Awareness and Prevention. 603 Stewart St. Number 803. Seattle, Washington 98101. 800-931-2237. 206-382-3587. Fax, 206-292-9890. EPAD.org. Eating Disorders Hotline. 800-888-4680. Eating Disorders Hotline. 800-872-0088. Food Addicts Anonymous. 4623 Forest Hill Boulevard. Number 109-4. W. Palm Beach, Florida 33415. 561-967-3871. Glen Bay Hospitals. W. Palm Beach, FL. 800-356-7008, Tampa. 800-422-4643, Miami. 800-234-9990, Orlando. 800-741-3333. Eating Disorders. Grace Square Hospital. Eating Disorder Hotline. 800-382-2832. Gour's Books. POG 2238. Carlsbad, California 92018. 800-756-7533. Books. Hazelden Foundation. 800-262-5010. Booklets about eating disorders. Healthy Weight Magazine. 402 145th St. Hettinger, North Dakota 58639. 701-567-2646. Fax, 701-567-2602. International Association of Eating Disorders Professionals, Inc. 123 Northwest 13th St. Number 206. BC, Florida 33432. 800-800-8126. Fax, 516-338-9913. Referrals. Mental Research Institute. 555 Middlefield Road. Palo Alto, California 94301. 415-321-3055. Support organization with clinics in eating disorders, depression, etc. National Anorexia Aid Society. 445 East Granville Road. Worthington, Ohio 43085. 614-436-1112. National Association of Anorexia Nervosa and Related Disorders. POB 7. Highland, PK, IL 60035. 847-831-3438. Fax, 847-433-4632. Anadi.org. National Center to Overcome Overeating. 315 West 86th St. Number 17B. NYC 10024. 212-875-0442. Fax, 212-874-6596. National Eating Disorders Organization. 445 East Granville Road. Worthington, Ohio 43085. 614-436-1112. Fax, 614-785-7471. Laureate.com/aboutned. National Eating Disorders Association, 603 Stewart Street. Number 803. Seattle, Washington 98101. 206-382-3587. info@nationaleatingdisorders.org. nationaleatingdisorders.org. National Institute of Mental Health. Park Lawn Building. Number 15C05. 5600 Fishers Lane. Rockville, Maryland 20857. 301-496-4515. 301-443-4513. 800-532-4440. nimh.nih.gov. Eating Disorders. National Mental Health Association. 1021 Prince St. Alexandria, Virginia 22314. 800-969-6642. 703-684-7722. Fax, 702-684-5968. nmha.org. North American Association. 4. The Study of Obesity. 8630 Fenton St. Silver Spring, Maryland 20910. Overeaters Anonymous. World Service Office. POB 44020. Rio Rancho, New Mexico 87124. 505-891-2664. Fax, 505-891-4320. info@overeatersanonymous.org. overeatersanonymous.org. 12-step program for people in recovery from compulsive overeating. Overeaters Anonymous Inc. 4025 Spencer St. Number 203. Torrance, California 90503. 310-618-8835. 310-374-8533. 213-542-8363. Overeatersanonymous.org. Helps people with eating disorders. Overeaters Anonymous Publications. POB 44020. Rio Rancho, New Mexico 87174. 505-891-2664. OAnon. epub 4305. San Pedro, California 90731. Support Group for Compulsive Eaters. Radiance, Newsletter for Large Women. epub 30246. Oakland, California 94604. 510-482-0680. RadianceMagazine.com. Safe. Self-abuse finally ends. 800 Don't Cut. Shape Up America. 6707 Democracy Boulevard. Number 107. Bethesda, Maryland 20817. ShapeUp.org. Take off pounds sensibly. Tops. epub 07630. 4575 South 5th St. Milwaukee, Wisconsin 53207. 800-932-8677. Tops.org. U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA. 800-INFO-FDA. fda.gov/opacom/17s.html. Articles with teen health information in their teen scene section. Weight Watchers. 800-221-2112. WeightWatchers.com. Women insisting on natural shapes. epub 19938. Sacramento, California 95819. 800-600-9467. Some Eating Disorder Treatment Centers. Canopy Cove. Tallahassee, Florida. CanopyCove.com. Castlewood Eating Disorder Treatment Center. Located in Missouri. CastlewoodDC.com. McLean Hospitals. Clarman Eating Disorder Center. McLean Hospital. Harvard Medical School. mclean.harvard.edu/patient/child/edc.php. Monte Nido Eating Disorder Treatment Center. Malibu, CA. Montenido.com. Oceanair Eating Disorder Treatment Center. Rancho Palos Verdes, California. OCEANAIRE-ED.com. Shades of Hope Treatment Center. Buffalo Gap, Texas. Shadesofhope.com, Treatment Center, Texas. The Cook Center. Hohokus and Englewood, New Jersey, New Jersey. TheCookCenter.com. The Ranch Nature. Nunnally, TN. RecoveryRanch.com. ACM Woodleaf Eating Disorder Center. San Francisco, California. WoodleafEatingDisorderCenter.com. Alternative Options. AltOptions.com. American Society for Bariatric Surgery, ASBS. ASBS.org. Angela R. Wurtzel, MA, MFT. Santa Barbara, CA. AngelaWurtzelMFT.com. Carolina House. Raleigh, NC. CarolinaEatingDisorders.com. Castlewood Eating Disorder. St. Louis, Missouri. CastlewoodDC.com/eating-disorder-treatment-center. Change Center for Change. UT. CenterForChange.com. Center for Hope of the Sierras. Reno, NV. Center for HOPOF-the-Sierras.com. Eating Disorder Center of Denver. EDCDenver.com. Healthy Within Outpatient Program. San Diego, CA. HealthyWithin.com. Careers in Forensic Psychology. International Association of Correctional and Forensic Psychology. AA4CFP.org. The IACF is an organization concerned with the development of psychological practice in criminal justice and law enforcement settings. This organization promotes research and the dissemination of knowledge through publications and conference. This site contains active job listings in the field. Click on Resources to view available jobs. Health Psychology Jobs. mentalhelp.net. Click on Jobs under Mental Health Net, right side of page. Positions listed are for therapists, case managers, counselors, social workers, psychologists, psychiatrists, and other human services. Industrial Psychology as a Career. The Society for Industrial and Organizational Psychology. SIOP.org. Click on Jobs and then Job Seekers to view openings. Click on Resources for information on what industrial and organizational psychology is, how to apply to graduate programs and a directory of graduate programs. International Society for Performance Improvement. ISBI.org. Click on Career Center and search for jobs in training, leadership development, and related areas. You must first register with a username and password, but it is free. American Society for Training and Development. ASTD.org. Click on Job Bank for openings in training, organizational development, organizational effectiveness, etc. There are other helpful links under this menu. Human Resources Jobs. jobs4hr.com. A career and recruiting site for human resources professionals. Offers an online jobs database, as well as a personal career agent that emails jobs that match your skills and profile. Free. Society for Human Resource Management, SHRM. shrm.org. This professional association provides a wealth of human resources information. Click on HR Careers for job listings in human resources. HR Junction. hrjunction.com. siop.org/media/what.aspx, what are industrial organizational psychologists? shell.cas.usf.edu/p-spector/pursuingio.html, tips on pursuing an IO psychology career. siop.org/tip/tip.aspx, the industrial organizational psychologist. siop.org/gtp, graduate training programs in IO psychology. siop.org, Society for Industrial and Organizational Psychology. egosnet.org, European Group for Organizational Studies. iapsi.org/Division 1, Work and Organizational Psychology, Division 1 of the IAAP. piop.net, Professional IO Psychologist Network. ucm.es/info/psyap/enop, European Network of Organizational Psychologists. Psychiatry job websites /The Modern Day Witch Doctor. American Psychiatric Association. Psych.org. Scroll down and click on Job Bank /Careers to access job postings in various areas in psychiatry. Also click on Careers at APA for information on getting into the field. Psychiatric Times. psychiatrictimes.com/classified/index.html. The Classifieds section of this online newsletter provides job listings, many from third-party recruiters. American Association of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry. aacap.org. Click on Job Source to search for openings. Under Related Websites, connect to many valuable organizations which may also post jobs. Association of Women Psychiatrists. womenpsych.org/links.html. American Association of Community Psychiatrists. facebook.com/172485739476134. Use the list of board members to review profiles of what individuals in community psychiatry have done with their careers. Click on links for helpful resources for information and networking. Psychometry jobs. Applied Psychometric Society. fordham.edu/academics/programs_at_fordham_psychology/psychometrics/fcap.shtml. Be sure to see the following sections titled Psychometrics for an article called What is Psychometrics and Job Announcements and Internship Opportunities under Resources. Psychometric Society. psychometricsociety.org. Learn more about this professional association for those devoted to the advancement of quantitative measurement practices in psychology, education, and the social sciences. Social/personality psychology jobs. Social Psychology Network, socialpsychology.org. Society for Personality and Social Psychology. sbsb.org. Career information under What is a personality/social psychologist? Sport Psychology Jobs. Association for Applied Sports Psychology. AAASBonline.org. Click on Job Opportunities for a few open positions and links to career sites. National Association of Therapeutic Wilderness Camps. natwc.org/job-postings. Use this site to access jobs helping troubled youth through therapeutic wilderness camping organizations. University of South Carolina, websites for the College of Hospitality, Retail, and Sports Management. sc.edu/study/colleges_schools/hrsm/index.php